All right. It's a beautiful day on the farm. Tonka's out running. Voodoo's out in the pasture. Look who else is with us. Bailey and Hugo. Sophie's out too somewhere, but who knows? She could be under the coop trying to rustle up an opossum. Hugo's doing fantastically. Super happy with how he looks. And from the last video, when I had mentioned that, after his surgery to reduce his soft palate, improve his breathing, it's hard to tell whether he's, better or not. A couple of you specifically mentioned that you see more of a spring in his step. Now, he's been outside with me for about 2 hours now, so I don't know if we're going to see spring in his step, but I have noticed something very interesting. Hugo has never been a barker, ever. He barks for very specific purposes. He would bark to let us know he needed to come in from outside. He would bark to let us know he needed to go outside. He might bark to let us know we've missed his dinner time, and usually that means it's 4:02 and dinner is due at 4. But he very rarely barks just to bark. And suddenly, he's barking. Probably not the outcome I would have asked for. I really don't need a barker, but he is barking a lot lately, and his voice has changed, which is so strange. He's always had a very low, deep bark, right? Almost a gruff, very much just a woof, woof, right? Forgive my really poor impressions. But now he's got this higher pitched bark, and it's more like a woof, arf, 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 instead of a woof. And it's so funny because that's just not him. For 9 years, we have not heard that noise out of him. And now he's kind of like, ooh, I found a voice and I am going to share it. So I think that his surgery changed his voice. Now, not, like they didn't touch his voice box or his larynx or anything else, but just the sheer difference in how he's moving air through his body has changed his voice. And I guess he didn't bark much prior because he knew that it could possibly cause him problems, right? All these things that you don't know until hindsight. So yeah, he now barks, the little fart. So I just wanted to pop in and say that because it is hilarious. He is doing great. He's really feeling good. He's quite proud of himself. He's been on house arrest because of the smoke from the Canadian wildfires for the last 3 days. Today's the first day he's really been out and about, and he has been out and about for the last 2 hours with me. We're about to head back into the house, but I see a lot more spunk in him. He wrestles now with Tonka. He's still, he's 9, so he still isn't sprinting, but he's moving and grooving pretty well. And he's not, I would suspect that this year, if we took him back for a walk in the woods, I wouldn't have to go carry him back out. He might actually be able to make it out on his own. So we'll see when we start walking the woods again. Certainly we're not going to be doing it right now and not in any of this high summer heat. But in the fall, when we do some pretty walks through the woods together, we'll see if he decides that he can go further and actually make it back on his own. So I think that's it for now. Like I said, just wanted to pop in and give you a quick update on our buddy. What do you think? Yeah? You gonna get right up in there? All right. Thank you. And what is going on here? What are you doing? Oh, you didn't expect me to pop in. You were rubbing your head on the wall, you big Dorkosaurus. That's why you have a funny looking mohawk. Phineas. Such a buck. All right. At any rate, I think the dog's tongues are long enough. They're ready to hit the floor. We need to go find Sophie. And until next time, as always, there's work to be done. Bye for now.